I've actually used Sassafras before in a dish last year. So when Pete from Gage wanted to challenge me with Sassafras, I thought it was going to be easy. But then I wanted to make Sassafras as many ways as I could. So I had Mike and Dave from Odd Produce go forage some for me. So they found both the stems and the roots and the actual leaves as well. These guys are the most. Especially when you crack them open. It's not like, oh my god, that's root beer. It's kind of more on the umami, kind of like very meaty, kind of barnyardy smell to it. As far as the flavor goes, it does get root beer at the very end, but that's only when you're thinking about it. Interesting thing is, as I was doing research and talking to Dave and Mike, they said that every time they see sassafras, or they call it root beer plant, there's bunnies and rabbits around everywhere. So that's why I want to incorporate rabbit with the dish. All inside here is all the sassafras in mirepoix. It's mostly a lot of the roots. That's because with the braise, you're cooking it down, so it's extracting all the flavor. Whereas the twigs, I want to save for immediate. It's got both the hind and the forequarters. And then for the puree on the plate, where most of the twigs went, so we just took these carrots, put them right into a blender, just blending them up. In a lot of Latin cultures, they use the leaves for tamales, especially Oaxacan tamales they'll use.
So what do the leaves taste like?
These will taste like root beer. They really will. So then we also chopped up some of the branches and stems, and we put them in the cold smoker. Since they're nice and dried out, we took the carrots some, so they dry out just kind of let that sit there for about 5–10 minutes. With the loin of the rabbit, before we steam it, we're going to season it and then roll it in the root beer leaf. Just do a little salt, because the actual root beer leaf has a little bit of pepperiness to it. And the idea of this came from tamales. Put the loin right in the middle. Carrot puree already done. And rabbit leg already picked. You know, rabbits love carrots, so we got the carrot puree. Well, at least that's what the cartoons say, that the rabbits love carrots. And then what goes with carrots? English peas, and it's that season too. So we're gonna saute up some English peas. We've got some grilled and pickled ramps, Morel's ramps, English peas. So these were grilled and then pickled with a little bit of white wine vinegar. Throw that right into the saute pan as well. So we're going to put a little bit of the carrot puree, just little dollops. A little bit of the English peas and Morels and ramps. Some of the braised rabbit. This is my favorite part of it. I just love braises. It's my favorite technique. Old, but awesome. And then a little bitty rack. It's good. What else do I say?
Did you say root beer when you taste it?
You know, I say root beer because I already relate it to that, so it's already in my head. I get the root beer, especially on the end of your palate, and when you breathe out, you get the root beer. I kind of want to pick an ingredient that's kind of off the wall that I know they haven't used at Topolobampo or Frontera Grill, so we chose cockscomb. We've used it a couple times here, used it about 3 different ways, so I'm curious to see what he does with it.
Tell us what cockscomb is.
Cockscomb is exactly what it is, the top of the rooster. It's all cartilage.